My name is Carey, and I'm known as the Patient Stitcher. And if you have not guessed, yes, I am sick once again. My granddaughter got sick, and guess who was the #1 candidate? I volunteered as tribute. No, I really didn't volunteer as tribute, but she didn't care. And she said, "Here, have it, Mimi." And once again. So I'm sorry if I sniffle, sorry if I cough, really hope that I do not do that, but I really couldn't prolong it any longer. It's April 2nd, 2022, and I really didn't want to get like too far into the month because this is my end of March update. Really don't even have a lot to update because guess what? I've been sick and I really haven't felt like stitching. So I have noticed that I've had a few new subscribers. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Sit down. If you hear my cat, really sorry. She's the only one left, and let me just tell you something. She just cries at everything. Like I said, if you're new, welcome. Sit down. I hope you find something in my channel that's interesting. This is a channel mostly about cross stitch. However, I do tend to ramble and tell you a lot about my life, and even if you probably didn't want to know. So, I really only have one WIP update since I last was on here. Let me see. I'm going to be looking over to the side because honestly I got like tons of stuff all over the place. And one of my new bags that I made, I think I already showed you guys this one. This one was cool. I've been doing actually a little bit of sewing, which was kind of nice. So this is the Dimensions kit. I was really hoping to have a whole lot more in March to tell you about, but it didn't happen. I didn't sew very much. I didn't stitch very much. My husband thought I was really sick because I actually didn't do much. So this is what it is. It's called Silent Flight. I really did enjoy working on this. This was my WIPGO project. I needed to do 15 hours, and I got my 15 hours in. However, it is the only project on my WIPGO board that I actually got any time on. So I'll show you where I was at before. And here we are now. Kind of whip this around a little bit. And here we are now. So I actually feel like we got a lot done on this. When the last time I saw you, I think I was up in this direction. I came all the way down. Looks like I got a little bit of a mountain done. Came over. And believe it or not, this is actually 2 blocks. It's going to be a fairly large piece. I didn't get as much done, and what's so funny is I actually mixed up colors. This piece has a couple symbols in here that repeat themselves. Some of them have like a circle with a gray background, and some of them are green circles. And if you photocopy it, make a working copy like I do, it doesn't. I don't obviously copy in color because it's really super expensive. So I had this whole area here, up here, and a little bit more that I did the wrong color, so I ended up frogging a good portion of it. And right through here and his eye, I did the same thing. So I had to frog a lot and fix it. I was very disappointed. It was, you know, anytime you got to frog, it takes time away from your project, so it's never a fun thing. So there we go. This now will get put up, and I just lost a needle. Forgive myself because I don't want to get stuck with it. This will now get put away, and I do not know when it's going to come back. So, and that was my only WIP for this last couple weeks. Excuse me. Told you I was going to be sniffling. And is now getting put away in its very own brand new spanking project bag that I did, which I'm totally super stoked about. Which you're going to hear more about them in a little bit anyway. So, what I will do is I'm going to, I did get some haul. I think I spoke about the Nashville Needleworks. I know I talked about it. Nashville Needleworks was out and I don't want to spend any money. So, I did unfortunately break down and purchased a few things that I honestly just couldn't live without. And after that, unless I need something for projects, we're not getting any more. My husband said that we are moving, Carey, and it hasn't gotten through my head yet, so I'm trying really, really hard to just, no more. So the next time you see a haul on my channel, You can scold me, it's okay. But, I mean, come on. We all need a little bit, right? No. So, Hobby House Needleworks, I was trying to find a needlework shop that was closer to me uh, so that I can at least spread the wealth instead of shopping at like 1-2-3 Stitch. So I was trying to find like a brick and mortar one. So Hobby House Needleworks is out of New York, which really is honestly only a few hours away. And when I take my trip this summer to go see my family, I am going to stop by. Super friendly. I did this order back in February, so I already saw a couple prints that I absolutely had to have. She still has one that is not here yet, but was on this order. So the first one that I saw that I had to have, I just thought it was the stinking cutest things. This is from Liz Matthews. It's called Berry Patch. I couldn't wait. I'm not sure about the border and not sure I will do the border. But I do not have any rabbits. I don't have any. I love these rabbits. And it looks like the birds with like red-winged blackbirds or something. But the strawberries in there are the coolest. And I will tell you, my mother-in-law, who is no longer with us, loved bees. Anything bees, she loved. And so to see this with all the little bees in there was absolutely fantastic. And honestly, I really think that that was my theme this year. It is stitched. They do have it stitched on all DMC. The stitch count is 95 by 95, so it's really not horribly huge. I mean, on a 32 count, it's 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, so it's really not. Compared to half of my projects, this is small. This is a small. Will I do it this year? Absolutely, probably not. Will I kit it up? Of course. I figured after my hike on the Appalachian Trail, I am probably going to come back so deprived of needlework that I am probably going to stitch all things, everything. The next thing that I did get, again, along with the theme, this is from Primrose Cottage Stitches by Lindsay Waite, excuse me. It's called Hive Rules. Oh my goodness. This is something that I totally would have stitched his mother if she was still here. How amazing is this piece? I cannot say that I will not stitch this year. I loved this. So, Hive Rules. Be sweet like honey. Mind your own beeswax. Absolutely love that. Always humble and be kind. Believe in yourself and others. And love and be loved. And all those bees are done with the BE like bees. I love this. I want to hang this in my house all year long. Again, his mother's inspiration. I'm very sure of this. And I actually think I'm going to make my own paddle or whatever I'm going to hang it on. I'm going to make my own when I finally get to Alaska. Again, they did this with DMC floss, I do believe. I'm continuously looking down. And again, not terribly huge. This is 32 count, which is pretty much what I stitch on almost all the time. The stitch count is 70 by 274. Not massive. Yeah. Finished size is 4 3/4 by 17 1/8. Seriously, unbelievably gorgeous. So that was my second thing I got. Excuse me. And this one right here, and I have like, can you not see me pulling from my stack? This thing's full. And it's not full because it's not, this was an exclusive. I do believe. I'll save the exclusive for last because I just thought it was really, really cool and everything's going to fall. So this is something typically I would have never purchased, but I loved what it said. And if you only knew, when I was younger, my family, my great-grandmother lived on a farm. And I just totally thought that this really reminded me of her and the farm and the house. And maybe not the tree, maybe not the dog and the farmer and the pick, but Silver Creek Samplers had the farmer's blessing. Simply love this so much. So it says, and this is actually done on, it is also stitched on DMC, but they have it for all areas. Stitch count is 92 by 221. Again, not horribly unbelievable. For the wheat and the hay, and that is reaped, for the labor when done, in a barn that is heaped, for the fresh morning dew and the warmth of the sun, I give thanks for whatever the Creator has done. How that dog and that, it makes me so happy. I love the fact that I love him. I love everything about him. So that will probably be kitted up this year, definitely. I want it. I need it in my life. I'm going to throw those over there and put them in my thing. And then this one was, like I said, a Nashville exclusive this year. It came with fabric, it came with buttons. I'm dying. And if you didn't hear that, I'm dying. It's getting stitched this year. It is Cross Stitch Collector. Check it out. It's from Primitive Hair. I love this piece. There was actually one other exclusive that I cannot wait to find it. I'm really hoping that it gets released. It was actually a garden themed piece. I can't even remember. I only saw it one time on Instagram and I kept asking, when's it going to be released? When's it going to be released? And it was an exclusive. I couldn't find it on anybody's website. I couldn't find it anywhere, and I'd still, even after Nashville, I didn't see it. So I'm just gonna have to keep my eyes open. It's something I really, 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 really want to stitch. It looked like a garden coming out of a greenhouse. It was so beautiful. So that's the fabric that comes with it. So stitch count on this also is only 170 by 43. I do not think that it'll be very large. I think that would be a fairly quick stitch. Does look like it is done with Weeks Dye Works, Classic Color Works, so I will have to purchase a few pieces, I think. And it also came with the board, so I can actually put it on the board. So I'm really super excited about that piece. So yes, that was my haul. Like I said, I am waiting for one more thing, which will be amazing. I will be very, very, very excited to stitch on. I think that bird came to my window. I'll be very happy to stitch on that. All right. I think that's really all I had for haul. It is. So I guess this kind of brings me down to kind of sort of like a haul thing. I created my own bags from ones I already told you that I was doing. So I'll show you the ones that I've already created. They do not have binding on them because I ran out of a certain fabric, so I'm trying to find something to bind them with. And then one I created with my own ideas, and I'm still trying to get them worked out. So I will not probably do much with those bags or even doing anything else. So I will show you the larger version before I show you the smaller version. So this is one I created. Look at that. It's like a St. Patrick. I know I showed you this fabric. So here's the fabric and here's the handle. And check it out. So I did this on the inside. This is plastic and there's that. My favorite is this rainbow zipper. Oh, wrong side. This rainbow zipper is so much fun for these bags. I love these bags. So this is the large bag, and something I didn't get to stitch on yet this month is my Cricut Collection March, which is, that's where this bag goes. So what I really love about these bags is this. I don't even have to look no more. Look, it's amazing. I really do like these bags. These bags are pretty cool. So there's that one. I'll zip that one up. And I also created two small versions. Aren't they cute? What did I put in here? I don't even know what I put in here. Oh, I know what I did put in here, which hasn't been stitched either, but isn't that adorable? So there's the back. It also has a handle. So if you need to put it on something, this will be binded. I also continued with the zipper, which I kind of think was really kind of neat. The rainbow with the luck and the golden pot and the whole 9 yards. Love it. And I created a second one also, which I think I also did with a rainbow zipper, which is cool. So yeah, same thing. A little bit darker up here with the fabric because the fabrics are different. But I really thought this was really an interesting piece. And I didn't do this on... I did this one, the fabric pattern a little bit different. I kind of just did some zigzags. And what's really interesting is the top and bottom matched up. And don't ask me how that happened because it normally does not. So, since I told you that I was going to do this, I have been very excited to share my work with you guys. The larger one that I made is in works. I did not like how the original had turned out, so I'm working on that. And so, if you type in large or small in any part of your comments, I will put you in for a drawing for one large of the shamrocks or one of the smalls of the shamrocks. And eventually when I open up my Etsy store, which may not honestly happen until I finally leave to move to Alaska. I'm not 100% sure because it's really difficult. I don't want to start something and then not continue on it because I'm going to be gone for 6 months and then we got to move and get a house. So I really honestly don't think that I'm going to start it, but this will give me an idea of what I want to do with it, you know. So in your comments, like I said, I don't care if you want to be cute with it, go right ahead. If you want to be funny with it, but large and small, you can use both. If your name is drawn twice, I will make sure that somebody else gets a chance. So only one per video, please. And I will ship anywhere, honestly. I think these were fun and they're cute, and they will have binding on them before I send them out the door. So there's that. This is one I just created. It still literally has the clamps on it so I can finish the binding. This is my own design. I did not use, so if you can tell, I actually made a pocket. This pocket is not inside. It is so I could use, and I threw it all down there, so it's so I can use it for a pattern. I'm just going to use this bag because it works. Actually, no, I'll use this. So this is so that I could use a pattern for the front. I don't need to open up anything. If I need something, it's there. It's quick. It's easy. Again, this is just something I figured I'd try on my own. It does have a zipper for the top. Okay. And the lining. Ha, you saw it, didn't you? And not only that, it does have an inside pocket. So on this inside pocket, if you would like to put your floss or whatever it is in this one, or even if it's something, your beads for any of your, if you would like to do any of your beads for that, to keep them separate from your floss or whatever it might be. This one I just finished, or like I said, I ran out of thread, so I didn't get to finish the binding on it. So, but this is my own, I thought about this really long and hard. I'm actually changing it because I don't like binding. So now I'm going to go back to the drawing board and find a way not to bind, but still kind of keep the same semi-concept. I did want this to be at least big enough for any of the bigger pamphlets, like the one I just showed you for my Cricut collection. I really wanted that to be wide enough to where, and sturdy enough. This is fairly sturdy. I double stitched it and everything else. So maybe next month I will have something else on here as a giveaway. More bags are coming. However, if you can't tell, it's been sick and crafting with me just doesn't work. I'm telling you, like this past week I slept. As soon as I got out of work and came home, I slept. That's all I did. I didn't want to do anything else. I guess I should take my WIPGO board out, huh? Excuse me, now I'm sniffing again. So yes, that was my other one that I did. I know I showed you fabric on my last video. If you saw something from my last video that you would like me to make and see before any of the other ones, please let me know. I do have a couple gifts in mind for people and wanted to send them some. So, yes. So I guess really the only thing left that I have to talk about or we'll continue to talk about is what I didn't do. I'll try to make this quick because you've already seen it before. However, it's not going to go away. This was my pick for my, it's Mother's 164. I didn't like the fabric I picked out the first time. I didn't like the fabric I picked out the second time. I'm back to the drawing board, but it's getting started. Let's hope it gets started in April. It's a big goal. This also did not get any stitching this month, which really upset me. This is my Lighthouse. I finally did purchase this is my Lighthouse. The only thing I really need to do is a few stitches up in the tower. It needs to be all back stitched and a few back stitches throughout here and the lining. And I know I need to do some of the seawall. But most of that should be done too. It is on my, okay, I'm just going to challenge myself. It's getting done this month. Period. End of discussion. Please pray I don't get sick. At all. Ever this month. Not at all. The other one that I did not get to, because I was told you I was sick. See, this, I need my bags. My bags are not, I need to make more bags for myself. Is my Happily Ever After. Nothing's changed. It is coming back this month. Lots of back stitching. Really not much more than that. Another one that didn't get stitched, and I can't show you any of it because I told you this is an extremely old one. This is an Alaska Silver sampler. I can show you where I was at, but I cannot show you the pattern because the pattern doesn't have a photo. Because it's that old and it's that crazy. So that's what I have done. I absolutely love this piece, and I dream about getting back to this piece all the time. However, I'm going to have to tear out the border because the border's wrong. Yeah, I never like tearing out borders, and I did all that like back stitching with all the towns and cities, and yeah, I don't like doing that, but it needs to happen because it's wrong. My wine also did not get any stitching. I didn't get a lot of love this month. So my goal is at least to get 500 stitches in anything that never got stitched, because it's kind of crazy that nothing gets done. That's just my problem though. Not yours, it's mine. And this one, I don't even think I have a piece for it. It is the Northern Night. I showed you last time. This didn't get anything either. And this was supposed to get 1,500 stitches this month. Didn't get anything, but that's where we're at. In fact, I'm probably wrong on the tilt too. So this was on my WIPGO board last month. Ouch. And can I say something about this? So when I lived in Alaska, these were my bags. These are not bad bags. I'm not knocking these bags. They did their job. But I'm going to tell you, my work from then to now, I'm really happy. Zippers, the whole 9 yards. I love these bags and will continue to use these bags. The other one that did not get stitched on, again, poor fabric choices. I think that's the theme. So I'm going to continue to start checking on them before I do them. I started stitching it. Didn't like anything. I didn't like any of it. So I tore it all out and said, okay, I'm done with that, and there you go. So that's a lot of projects that didn't get any work. And a lot of projects that are going to make me very busy over this next month. So, for my upcoming plans, minus the stuff that I just showed you, my WIPGO board, numbers 10 and 7 were picked. Number 7 happened to be my Trick or Treat HAED. So most of you that do watch the channel watch my Trick or Treat HAED that got no love this month whatsoever. Is up for 5,000 stitches. So you know that's going to be coming up really quickly, and I try to get my WIPGO board done as fast as I can, because then it gives me a chance to get to move on to the next project. And number 10 happened to be any dimensions chart, needs 2,500 stitches. The great part about all this is the dimensions chart came up. So, my Trick or Treat HAED has not changed. There she sits. Excuse me. And she'll come out obviously this month. She's also my WIPGO board, but she's also a project that I want to do work on all year. What else? I'm saying a lot today. It's horrible. Excuse me. This is another Dimensions gold kit. It is called Pleasures of Winter. This is the one that's going to get 2,500 stitches. Oh. And this is where we're at. I actually pulled this out a lot last year and got so much work done on this one. I love this piece. Look at that. So 2,500 stitches could actually get me fairly far on this piece. I will probably work more on this middle half right here just to get it all in, because I think you guys all know now I like to do my 10 by 10 sections. Oh. So if I work on the 10 by 10 sections, let's see if I can fold it in like this, then you can see all these empty spots right through here. I do not like that. So it puts me off. I don't like it. So I'll definitely be working to even it out and bring it up to this church. So I think we'll see some good progress on that. I'm very happy with it. So Tigris, you gotta be quiet, girlfriend. So that's gonna get 2,500 stitches. And this actually is kind of an interesting piece because this is an old one. This is up this month too. It's Hummingbirds and Fuchsias. Why hasn't this one been finished? I have no idea. Because honestly, it's fairly small, and I actually don't have horrible amounts done on it. So this is also on my list to complete this month. We'll see. Oh, I feel like I need to record this over now. Another one. I have actually not pulled up too many HAEDs this year. Not sure why. I do have a ton of them. And this one is a mini Christmas mailbox. Not many stitches on this one at all. I don't know why. Because it's a beautiful piece. And there we go. So with 2 HAEDs, oh, I don't know how much I'll get done on it. A piece that I've actually been wanting to do for my daughter for the longest time and has not seen any love since my granddaughter came into the world is Dreamcatchers. My daughter loves Dreamcatchers, so I've been wanting to do this for her. And I messed up on it somewhere, and we'll have to figure out where and how. I love the fabric I chose for this. Look at that. Will I be done? Probably not. Making sure I didn't give you the wrong side. There we go. I love this fabric so much. And I don't even think I left the tags in there either. Nope. No idea what I did this on, or what this fabric is. Tags are ripped off. That's sad. Very, very, very sad. So, I'm really hoping to get a lot of stuff done on this one. Will I? Who knows? Probably not as much as I want. You know, big dreams. That's what I have, is big dreams. This is this is not another Dimensions kit, is it? Nope. I don't think so. This one here is between 2 evils. I always pick the one never tried before. I just think she's so cute and sassy. Alright, come on. Not much done on this one, but I absolutely love her. There she is. That's it. Not much. So hopefully, maybe I'll make her my lunchtime project or something like that. And one that I have been wanting to get done, and might actually be a focus piece if I can get all my stuff done, is I have this book, and a long time ago, see this picture? A long time ago, baby Bea was very young when I bought this. It's 2018. She's the one I thought of. And I really want, there's actually quite a few cute things in here. She's the one I thought of when I wanted to get this done. And am I done? No. In fact, I can't even find it. So that's what she looks like. And this is where we're at. She actually has quite a lot of progress done on her. Not enough to make me happy and finished her yet, but she's got quite a lot done. So her dress is pretty much almost done. The only thing, so on her dress, I gotta get this part down. Oh, here we go. This part today, so this whole area has to be finished. I thought I tried to work on her skin. No, I left it alone. Haha, I left her skin alone. I am gonna do her skin 1/1. I started working on the tree over here, which actually the tree only goes up to right here. And there'll be a tree on this side, and she will pretty much be done, but instead of just adding beads, that's the only thing I have left on her. So there's actually quite a lot done on her, and yeah, I am really excited to finish her. So I started that on April 21st of 2019. A lot of 2019 starts, and they all need to be finished. That's how I look at that. Which leads us to, so those are all my plans for April. As you can tell, I have my chart ready to go. I do have my April Cricut collection that I will start this month. And the only other thing left after that is, you see, I spin the wheel, see what I get done. No, we haven't done anything yet. So we're going to spin the wheel to see what the next project's going to be. No, nope, nope, stop, I don't want to do it yet. Doesn't count. Okay, because we never recorded it. Alright, here we go. The night before Christmas, the Prairie Schooler. Oh my goodness. And you know what? I just happen to have my handy dandy, excuse me. Happen to have my handy dandy, like, everything known to man here. Is it going to be upfront and easy? No, that's not it. I thought I saw Prairie Schooler up front. And it wasn't it. Oh, it's right here up front. Everybody's done this. This shouldn't be a shock to anybody, but I really do love this piece so much. So hopefully at some point in time, I've already picked out, see, I'm big on the bags. I have lots of them. At some point in time, there'll be a new start. The house, the barns, and like, I just love everything about this piece. Yes, so excited. So, that'll be added to the collection, and all this stuff will be added back. Alright, so I am gonna, unless I have a major amount of work, I will do a weekly update. If I don't have a major amount of work, I will continue on with every 2 weeks. I do want to say, I had a really, really exciting thing happen to me last week before I got sick, or a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. I can't remember. I will link it down below, but I became a co-host to a podcast talking about cryptids, particularly Bigfoot. It was something that was totally out of my realm. Yes, I do my YouTube channel, but it's about cross-stitch, and I'm a very big, huge Bigfoot fanatic. I've always been one. However, I never really got to go on any adventures or do anything like that. This past year, my husband and I went on an expedition with a group of people. And that same group of people, we're still friends. And we talk with them, we do all kinds of stuff. So I was on that channel, and we got to talk to Daniel Benet. Very cool. Just an interesting person all the way around. We got to hear some interesting stories. So if you want to come check it out and hear what we had to do, it'll be something that I'm going to continue doing, and it'll be a weekly event, or actually it'll be like a monthly event, and they want it to go a little bit longer, so we'll see what happens with that. I'm not sure it'll go much more than that, but other than that, life has been good. Baby Avy's growing large and obviously giving me her sickness again, and yeah, little things are changing. So I don't think I have too much more. I really hope that everybody had a fantastic March. I hope your stitching was amazing. Please pray for Ukraine. I know that a lot of people are, it's just unbelievable. I can't even imagine the devastation. Every time I see something on it, it just makes me cringe and cry. I think everybody deserves freedom, and yeah, we shouldn't have to fight for our own freedom. So please pray for them. I know there's been so many other things happening. I just can't even keep up with it all. Half the time I honestly go to bed lately because I've been so sick and can't even function on my own. So I hope you all have an amazing April. I obviously have some lofty goals and some big plans myself. So hopefully I can stay well long enough to actually get some great stitching in. So again, hope you have an amazing April. If you didn't watch the middle of it and you skipped to the end, check out the part, don't say giveaway at all, please, because all the crazy people seem to come out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Share it if you think that that would be something somebody else would like to do, or if any of my content would be something that they would enjoy. Happy stitching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.